Hey, Soul Tribe. Wild Valkyrie, Gwen, aka G.E.C, whichever way you want to call me. I don't mind either way. Anyway, this is going to be the general energy update for the Soul Tribe for the week. Okay, I am pre-recording this one just because of the time frame it's going to work the best for me at this moment. So, on that note, we're going to go ahead and jump on into this. Remember, time's an illusion. When it finds you, the message is resonating, then that message is for you at that time. I'm not licensed. Everything I share is from my own intuition, my own life path, and learning and understanding of things, okay? So on that note, let's go ahead and go on in. So we have somebody who's been in a little bit of a rest mode. This kind of goes back with the general energy reading for last week, because we talked about this very thing where somebody's been offering you something, but you've kind of been in this moment of your own resting. So even though they've offered it, you haven't quite been open, heart chakra, or whichever way it might be, to this possibility, okay? So this person wants to come back with that passion, that love, that spark of life to reignite. Been having to make some choices in what ways they want to take that action for it, okay? They've been caught in their own moments of rest and working through things. Remember, time is an illusion. We do not operate on time. The divine does not operate on time. This is all done within their timeline. This is all done when it's supposed to happen, not when we want it to happen, but when they decide this is going to happen. Okay, so that rest moment is necessary right now. Okay, don't panic. This is going to come to fruition. It's just right now you guys are in this moment of resting, because again, this one is going through their own things, their own thoughts, their own actions. Hopefully you guys can still hear me since he's decided to turn off. Little burger butts. I'll plug those in a moment. But, so you guys are in your own moments of thoughts and actions and all of that type of good stuff, okay? You, or they, are a little lost in their thoughts, trying to decide, am I going to rescue this person? I feel like this is the feminine side of this, okay? Because the masculine's been over here in his rest mode. So this is the feminine showing her side of the, I'm in my thoughts too. I'm trying to decide which way I want to do. Am I going to go back into the sea? Am I going to rescue this opportunity? Is this somebody I really want to be a part of? Is this love offer that's trying to come through something I want to accept? Am I going to actually take, since it's sitting right under the offer, or not? It's okay to take that moment to think through that thing, okay? You don't have to rush into anything. If that person truly cares and that person truly loves you and they really want to be there, they're going to allow that to happen, okay? So, they've been working, or you've been working through your own anxieties. I feel this is both sides, okay? This is that masculine, feminine energy working through, deciding, am I going to let go of that deep, murky nonsense, right? To rise above, to go towards the light. This is the first time I've had this deck for 2 years, give or take a little bit. This is the first time I have noticed there are flowers blossoming. There is new bud coming through on this, okay? So are you going to rise above with that for this victory that can be yours should you choose to take it? Because this person wants to come in. They might come in a little hasty. It might be a little rocky in the beginning because they're still, again, trying to figure this out. So it may not have been taken very well in the beginning because of how it had come through. Okay? They're understanding that. They now understand, and this is a reminder for yourselves, masculine, feminine, I don't care which way you are. You could be both. Again, this is all within our own energy fields, okay? So this could be a person in your life, or this could be just within yourself. But both aspects, the masculine and the feminine, are now starting to understand slow and steady wins the race. that hastiness doesn't typically bode well. That extra exuberance doesn't always help, especially if this is a rekindling, because that's how I'm getting that coming through with the offer from here and from last week's reading that was discussing the same things. Okay? Slow and steady. This is truce. This is trustworthy energy coming through. Whereas before, it might have felt a little not, for lack of a better word. It felt like it was on fire, or you set it on fire before it ever had the opportunity to really express itself. So now you're going through these moments of rest, this contemplation about this King of Wands. And is it, I'm going to take this, I'm going to accept this offer of love. Am I going to let go of the past and the hurts and the heartaches and anxieties for a possible victory? Let's see what they continue to say. There's going to be messages coming through. Okay. This is also looking over your shoulder constantly in worry. Okay. Are you going to stop that? Are you going to allow the messages to come through? Are you going to work with the moon there? I'm feeling like this is stuff that comes through in the night, or while you're not fully consciously in this plane. Okay, we all daydream throughout the day. That's typically where our intuition and our insights really come through, because we shut off monkey mind. We just kind of zone out, and all of a sudden it's like clockwork. Things just start rolling through. We talked about this heartache last week. Okay, are you going to let that heartache continue to rule your life? Are you going to continue feeling this lack, this poverty, feeling like you're never going to get there? Or are you going to let the fates change and turn that wheel? Okay? Because they want to give you this new way, this abundance, this generosity. They see the hard work you've been doing and the changes that you've been trying to switch your spirit from that poverty and that lacking mentality to this pinnacle and creating abundance and good stuff here. You're in that decision mode. Do I stay? Do I go? Am I going to run and flee? Or am I going to allow this to be illuminated and actually see there might not be quite such the devil behind it? Because this is what I'm ultimately after. I want family. I want celebrations. I want good times. I don't want to be in that nonsense. I cannot make this stuff up. Hold on. Yep. You're going through decisions. You're picking through all the options. But he wants to come back as the King of Cups. He wants to come back with that pure heart energy love. He wants to show you he can be better than what he presented himself last time, where he's a little abrasive, abrupt, very commanding. Okay, this time through he wants to show you it actually does have that other side that you've seen, that softer side, that true like embodiment of the pure masculine energy, where they are not distorted by greed or egotism or pride. It's a huge one in men. Women too, especially women who take on more of the masculine energies. Pride is something that just, it's hard. Speak from knowledge. I was a prideful one too. I learned how to humble myself. I learned how to apologize for things when I felt like, even though I wasn't per se in the wrong, realizing I still had my hand in things. I still caused hurts and heartaches. That's becoming humble. That's understanding there's a duality, and it's not just, well, this is what happened to my side. There's another side to it, and that's what this is talking about. You have to stop from that old mindsets, the heartaches, the hurts, all of that. You have to stop that if you really want to see this come through, because he wants to offer that love. Like, he's coming through with the offer. You are his love. You're his Empress. Or her Empress. Again, this is energy built. They see you for all of who you are. Now it's your turn. Are you going to accept that? And are you going to go forward with that? With that new offer, that new ship coming in? Are you going to hop on that new ship and decide if you really want to take this? I'm trying to pull these out real quick. Okay, let's see what the Oracle has to say on this. Holy. Oh. Yep, this is a duality. Into me, I see. I can see everything that's gone on between the two of us because I can fully accept what's gone on within myself. Sorry, I'm laughing as I look over here. Okay, that's fully awakening to everything that has transpired. They push this card away. You're through this. You're through these anxieties and these hurts and feeling like the world's always against you. They're reminding you to let that all go. They pushed it away. They're telling you, get that energy out of here. That's not part of us. That's not part of what this is. You need to let that go if this is going to transpire. You have to calm. You have to operate from the higher plane. You have to operate from your higher self. Not the pain, not the hurt, not the heartache, not everything that your past has taught you. Okay? Are you going to allow that to happen? Sorry, guys. I'm a hair girl. I can't help it. I see my hair isn't sitting right. I gotta fuss with it. I think it's just how I braided it this morning because I didn't use a mirror. Anyway, let it go. Because these two hummingbirds, you're trying to come together. You are entwined with each other. Whether you want to believe it or not, that cord ain't cut. You may have tried to cut it, but it's not cut. You can still feel it. You can still hear them talking with you. That's not your mind playing tricks on you. That's a telepathic communication. That is straight up like twin flame, soulmate communication coming through. You may not even met each other yet, but you can talk to each other. They see you. You are embracing yourself as well. You are holding up against your own and standing in your power because you know you are a dang freaking Empress. You are the queen, you are the goddess, whichever way you want to call it. You are owning yourself. And now you're saying, you know what? You're going to accept all of this the way it is, or this isn't happening. Because I will not tolerate that nonsense again. I will not tolerate you trying to control the situation, to manipulate the situation, to use that distorted masculine energy, because I'm not going to put up with that. I'm better than that. I've worked hard past that. So you're either going to step up and you're going to stand next to me in where I am standing right now, or I'm going to continue on, because I'm not going to lift you up. That's your job to pick yourself up and put yourself here next to me. Do you hear that, feminine, guys? Girls, whichever way, if you're female in the masculine energies or masculine in the masculine energy, whatever it is, okay? Again, I'm not telling you what's right or wrong. Love is love. We all operate from different things. I'm a tomboy, technically, so I operate a lot from that masculine side. But over the last year and a half, too, I worked really hard to reconnect with my feminine side, okay? Because I had to cut these distorted energies. I had to cut past that mindset that the patriarch installed within all of us. And running in masculine energy, it was that much harder because I wanted to run like a man, but I'm a female. So I battled against two different aspects of it. Then I had to learn to accept I am a female. I do have feminine energy with me. I get emotional. I can't help it. That's just part of being a girl, right? As it started awakening, oh my gosh, you guys, I would cry at the simplest things. Anybody who knows me, I don't like to cry. I don't like to show people I cry. I felt like it was a weakness. As that feminine woke up, guess what? I would watch things and I would just start crying. I couldn't help it because all those emotions I'd always pent up started pouring out. You watch something and it's like, oh, and there went that energy, right? Welcome to awakening. Welcome to finding out what the true path is all about. It's not just about, okay, we're going to love yourself. Oh, it's so much more than that. So much more. But I'm right here with you guys to help you walk through this. I understand. I can relate. I may not have walked a similar path, but I walked something I could probably relate to how you're feeling. Okay? I have not had an easy past. I've walked a lot of hard walks. So, if you really feel like you're stuck, if you're feeling like you need that extra hand, I'm always here for you guys. The Soul Tribe is always here for you guys. It's what I'm trying to grow. It's what I want to see you guys all do, is be able to come here for a safe place, to be like, okay, this is what's happened, and everybody's going, you relate. Here's a little piece of advice because I walked something similar to that. Here's a tool for you to think on and try. That's all it is. We're not telling you what's right or wrong. We're giving you guidance from things that we wish maybe somebody hadn't told us, or we would have listened to when they had told us. Okay? You're healing your hearts. You're opening that heart chakra, like fully opening. Remember, it talked about this is open now. Guess what? It is open. Now you have to decide, are you going to allow that heart opening to work within this connection, to allow this connection to start to become better, or are you going to sit in the mentality of, it is what it is? Or is it is what it is? Shit happened. We learned. Time to move forward. Let's create better. Because I wish for you as much as you wish for me. This takes me back to the practical magic. When it, they're talking about I created somebody I could never imagine or thought was real because I didn't want to fall in love. But yet here came the divine creating somebody who matched that. Because they already knew within the soul contracts that's what was going to happen. Okay? Same concepts. And at the end, when they met back up and he had told her, I wish for you too. That's what's coming through here. You both wish for each other. Now it's time. Are you going to actually accept this and actually meet with each other and step into these uncharted seas together? We're going to go separately because that love is here. Are you going to want it? Are you going to let your light shine through this? Or are you going to stay stuck? Because there's a chance to walk your perfect harmony. Everything you've ever dreamed, you know this. You are an oracle of sorts. Mystic, shaman, clairvoyant, psychic, whatever you want to say. Your gifts, you know this. I don't have to tell you this. I am just the voice to remind you of this. Deep down, you know. Because there's great big love the universe is trying to give. Now, are we going to take it? Are we going to create that happy place? Are you going to let that lion, that power, that knowledge, that knowing wake you up so you can release, change your perspective and how you want to go forward? The reunion there. Because again, you are all they see. You are their muse. Now it's time for you not to listen to reply, but to actively listen. We talked about this last week's readings. It's time to actively listen. We just saw this one. To quiet the monkey mind and to operate from that higher knowing. This person is part of your tribe. This is you trying to build that community, that happiness. We talked about that. You're broken open. Now we're going to find the bridge between the two. And understand this is beyond the ordinary. This is not something we can control. And the possibilities are forever endless. Let the truths be exposed. And let the roots of abundance start to come in. What are you guys going to do? Honestly, I've always been a hopeless romantic. I will always be a hopeless romantic. That's just part of who I am. Despite how hard my path has been, despite all the heartaches I have gone through, if this opportunity came to me, I would take a moment. I would need that rest. And to really ponder it, to use the thoughts. But remember, sometimes we can't think everything through. Sometimes you just have to be the fool and take the leap. You are connected. You are each other's souls. You are one of the same. You may not accept it yet, but you are one of the same. From the readings, for the TikTok, through YouTube, this is definitely a twin flame. We're deep, and I mean deep, soulmate. This is somebody you walked a path with at least, I hear 4 times. 4 different lives you have walked with each other. You can't break that type of bond. That's a connection none of us have control to make. I said that at 2111. Go look up that angel number. There's going to be meanings for you there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. And I'm going to work towards doing your elementals. And I will see you guys on the flip side. I'm Liz. Hugs, kisses, lots of love and light. And again, I'm always here if you guys need me. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And let's see this place grow like exponentially. We are all going to be fantastic. Okay, take care.